welcome back, Lucas Besties, to another video. As you can see by today's title, we're going to be continuing series I am currently in the middle of reading. I filmed one of these videos back like beginning of February. Have not filmed one since, but I also went into this major reading slump probably about midway through March / end of March, and then I only started back up reading about a month and a half ago. So I can't fault myself for not having one of these videos, but here we are. We are going to be doing another installment of the series. One of these books is going to be a repeat book that you've already seen in one, because I'm going to read that book in this video. Part of this is part of my October TBR. So that's great for me. I am in the middle of one of the books that I'm going to be continuing in this video. I got the book from Libby like a week ago, and I've been listening to it on and off for the past week. I'm going to try and finish it this week as I go ahead and start setting up my Notion for 2026, my Notion for like 2026. I also have a reading journal for 2026. Like on my iPad. I need to start looking at supplies for my actual physical 2026 reading journal. So like we have 3 different ways to track my books, just so they're all different and they create in my own creative ways, because I have so many ways I like to organize my fucking books. It's insane. So we're gonna listen to a couple of audiobooks in this video. So with that being said, let's just hop straight into the books that we have that we could probably pick up in this video. I don't know how many I'm going to get to, because like I said, this is only going from Monday to Sunday, so, and I haven't been reading that much, although I do want to start trying to read for at least 2 hours every day, because I feel like I can get a lot read in 2 hours. But the first book that I'm going to finish and read in this video is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Charlotte McGuire, which is the second book following Every Haunted Doorway. Every Haunted Doorway books are so... This is called the Wayward Children series. So the Wayward Children series books are easy to like read one a couple months ago and then come back and read another one a couple months later, because they're all focused on their own stories, but they're also so short that they're easy to remember. And so the first one was a murder mystery fantasy book, and it was really good. And this book are following Jack and Jill, twin sisters, and their story. So I'm 51% of the way through the audiobook already, chapter 6. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm actually liking this. I think I like this a bit better than book 1, but I'm not completely sure. It all depends on how this ends up. I did give book 1 a 4-star, so this could be potentially even better. So we'll see. But this is the first book that I'm going to finish. And then I have a stack here of books that I could read. 2 of them technically are mandatory reads, especially because they're from the library and I haven't read them yet, and I need to get them right in this video, but I digress. First here we have Oathbound by Legendborn by Tracy Deonn, which is the 3rd book in the Legendborn cycle. I finished Bloodmarked the beginning of this month, and I've been itching, clawing at my insides to read this book. I don't know if I'll get to it this month, but I want to attempt to get to it this month. So with that being said, this is like high up in TBR. The only issue is 600 pages, and that just seems daunting. The next up, we have The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. Now, this isn't a direct continuation of a series, but it is like a spin-off series to another series. So I'm including it in my continuing series vlog series, because why would I not? Like, this just sounds like I would love this. I finished Liquid and Nothing like a week or so ago, and been also itching, clawing to finally get to this now that I've done my reread of the Cruel Prince series. I have both the books, and this is a 5-star prediction for me. So like, I am excited. I miss Oak. I want to read more about Oak. I want to know more about him, especially once he gets older. So like, yeah. Another book, I have another audiobook, which would be Twisted Games by Anna Wong. I have this on hold, and I'm pretty sure I am 3rd in line for the audiobook right now. So this could get to me sometime this week. And if it doesn't, then oh well. But I do have this on hand for an audiobook as well, if I want it. Read it. Then we have Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This would be my 2nd time reading it this year, and I think this will actually be my 3rd time rereading it, so I continue on with the series. Then this time I actually plan on continuing with it. I am doing the audiobook for this, so I have found the audiobook for this as well that I can listen to. while I'm doing things. So we'll see if I get to this. I'm not too sure if I get to it, but it's another audiobook choice. And the last two are my library reads, like my physical library reads, which is These Infinite Threads, which is a sequel to This Woven Kingdom, which I recently purchased and have now in my own physical library. So yeah, we have the sequel to that. It's shorter, significantly shorter than the first one. The first one was almost 500. This one's just over 400. I say significantly shorter. It's not that much shorter, because the first one was like 495 pages. This is literally just barely 400, 402. So we have this, which I'm really excited to. Another 5-star prediction for this book. So I'm kind of, you know. And then the other one we have is The Ollie and the Sword by Dr. Suri, which is the second book following the Jasmine Throne. I have been absolutely thinking about these characters, okay? And I need more. I need more, especially with the way the first book ended. And there's certain things that have come to light now. I'm interested. So we have a lot of choices here. Obviously, like I said, we're going to be listening to Down on the Sticks and Bones. While I tidy up in my room a bit, I have changed the layout of the room. You guys are now across from my bookshelf is now across from the window, so that way when I film, I don't have to turn the light on all the time, unless I'm filming in the dark. And that way I have some natural light coming in, because I think this looks kind of good. I will try to get like a lamp or something, because the lighting isn't always going to be fantastic sitting right here, because it's not really right now, but I digress. So I'm going to clean up a little bit in here, and then once I clean up a little bit, and that's when we'll sit down, but I'm probably going to listen to Down on the Sticks and Bones while I am cleaning, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, there's so many books that I could do, because I have read so many first books in series lately. So like this is, yeah. Anyways, let's just literally hop right fucking to it. I literally just finished Down on the Sticks and Bones, but not related. This is not related to that. I literally exited out of the book and go to return the loan to Libby, and as I'm returning the loan, I see that Twisted Games is ready to borrow. Just in time. Yeah, no, maybe I will be listening to Twisted Games in this video. Hopefully I can get through 3-4 books. Also, small little slump last week because I have been reading so many 5 stars back to back. Not out of my slump, and I'm ready to read. And so here we are. Here we are. with Twisted Games ready to borrow. So guess who's gonna borrow it? Yeah. Yeah. It didn't break. Anyways, hi guys. I truly have not made that much progress besides the fact that I finished Down Among the Sticks and Bones on Monday. And then I've started Twisted Games, which you didn't see me start because I started listening to this when I took a shower yesterday. Now, like, give him over there. You cannot have fun, my friend. Stop it. I saw this yesterday when I was in the shower. Okay, literally, did I finish this chapter last night, or am I just, like, not remembering things? I truly don't remember. Am I on chapter 8? Yeah, I am on chapter 8. So, I'm 8 chapters into it. Not very far. I think I am in a little bit of a slump after that last week, but the week prior I did my reading 5-star predictions, and then I came to the conclusion that all the books I had read was 5 stars, and this book definitely isn't a 5-star. I know it's not part of this video, but this book is putting me in a bit of a slump because it's not a 5-star, because I've read so many 5 stars. It's more along the lines of like a 4.5, but I digress. I'm still really enjoying that. And then the next book after that was Out on the Sticks and Bones, and that also wasn't a 5-star, so I think I'm putting myself in a little bit of a slump by having so many 5 stars back to back to back to back, and then not really loving my current reads. So we're gonna try and fix that. We're trying to fix that. And today I think I'm gonna do some sprints by myself, like read for an hour, watch something, read for another hour. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I'm trying to get back in the grip of reading. So we're gonna fix that today. We're fixing it today, starting today, right now. We're gonna fix that problem of sitting here and not reading. Now, with that being said, I also started These Infinite Threads, which is book 2 in the This Moving Kingdom series. Literally 43 pages in. And yeah, no, I'm eating this up. I like it. 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 It's giving me 5-star feels, even from the 2 chapters I've read. Literally, like I just said, I'm literally on chapter 3. I've only read 2 fucking chapters. Now, my question is, slight spoilers, so if you don't want to hear this, then skip ahead about 30-45 seconds or so. My question is, are we gonna get Cyrus POVs, or are we only gonna get our 2 main POVs that we got in book 1, which were Eliza and Cameron? And I know that's not how you pronounce their names, but I cannot for the life of me try and pronounce it the way they're supposed to pronounce. So, because, I mean, I'm loving the way this book started. We basically picked up right where we left off from book 1, and even got some extra details that we did not get at the end of book 1. And so here we are. I'm excited for this book. I did renew this, and I have it until the beginning of November, so you will see this in my October wrap-up. I'm excited. I don't know if this will be a 5-star, but the 2 chapters I've read, 5-star feels. And listen, that's pretty early on, because I'm not even 50 pages in. But when I like something, I know I like it. So hopefully it can stay that way. So yeah, I am reading these 2 for my continuing series vlog. These might take the forefront, especially because I'm doing this vlog, but at the same time, I don't want to be reading this for 2 weeks either. So with that being said, I do need to make some progress. So like I said, I'm gonna do some like sprints today. I don't think anybody that I am subscribed to on like Patreon is sprinting today, so that sucks, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll live. Yeah, there's no one doing sprints, so I'm kind of like stuck to do sprints for myself. So I'm gonna go start doing that because I truly do want to be reading, because I want to read. I'm currently caught up in a Wattpad story, so maybe I should try and finish that Wattpad story, and then maybe everything else will take priority. Also, hurt my knee somehow, so like bending it hurts, and I've been trying to prop it up on this pillow all day. So yeah, I'm just not having the greatest time. Like anytime I try to like bend down, like bend my knee, fucking excruciating pain. So with that being said, I'm literally just going to go and finish this Wattpad story that I've been reading, and then we'll go from there. We'll just go from there. I think I'm gonna read on my iPad to let my phone charge a bit, since this is what I record on. I might need it if I'm gonna be recording a lot today, so hopefully we'll get 100 pages into both of these today and go from there. Because I'm 70 pages into this, and then like I said, 43 pages into this. So I want to try and get at least 100 pages in, because I want to finish at least 1 or both of these this week. I'm going to strive for both, then get started on another sequel, but we'll see. We'll see. update you because I'm gonna forget to do this later because I go to work in a couple hours. I say a couple hours. It is 11. I have about 4 hours, less than 4 hours, like 3 hours and like 10 minutes before I need to be leaving to go to work. So I'm gonna update you now. I know I mentioned that I finished Down on the Sticks and Bone. I don't know what I told you in my last update. I truly don't. But I did end up finishing the Book of Azrael yesterday, and I'm like in the reading mood. So I have been reading. I've made progress. I am in the middle of chapter 9 in these Infinite Threads. I do plan on picking this up probably tomorrow to physically read this because I'm not reading anything physical at the moment. That was my physical read, was the Book of Azrael and this. So now this is my main physical read. So I'm like 20% all the way through with this book. Not very much through with it. I'm enjoying what I've read so far. The banter is bantering. Like the banter between a certain character who you meet at the end of book 1. Bantering. I'm absolutely eating it the fuck up. Yeah, no, I didn't think I'd fall for a ginger-haired man, but here I am. So I digress. So there's this, which I'm really, really enjoying, and I can see this being either like a 4.5 to a 5-star. It hasn't given me 5-star feels just yet, but I'm not going into this expecting a 5-star because I only gave book 1 a 4-star, and although sometimes that book deserves more like a 3.75, 3.5, I give it a 4. So I digress. And then Twisted Games, I am still listening to the audiobook of this while I'm doing like random things. Like last night I was listening to like literal smut while playing Stardew Valley. I've actually been listening to it this morning as I've downloaded Stardew mods on the laptop because we have the laptop that we also play Stardew on, but that's where we play like our modded Stardew, and then we have the game where we play like our regular Stardew. But I am literally exactly 50% of the way through this book. I am on chapter 25, page 210. And listen, I forgot how much I love Reese and Bridget. The drawing. I'm not going to say anything else, but the drawing. Him coming back. Yeah, no, I mean, this to fuck up. I forgot how much I enjoyed Reese and Bridget. This makes me scared because I have enjoyed Twisted Love and Twisted Game so much for Twisted Hate because I'm not excited for Josh and Jules. Josh and Jules are the couple that I'm expecting to hate the most. Like, if I were to do a tier list right now, what I think it would be, I think it's going to be Kristen and Stella, Reese and Bridget, Alex and Ava. And that's not like a bad thing. It's just, it's Alex and Ava. The singing, and then Josh and Jules, because I don't like Jules. I've never liked Jules ever since book 1 and Twisted Love. And we don't get her much in this book, but I don't even like the appearances we've had her in this book. So I'm not excited for that. And then in other news, I started a Mafia book on my iPad last night to like go to sleep. I ended up staying up until like 2 a.m. reading this book. I wanted to get like 6 chapters in, but I was like dead dog tired. So I'm 6 chapters in, page 78 of 242 on my iPad. I'm actually really enjoying this. This is Broken Whispers, book 2 in the Perfectly Imperfect series by Neva Altaj, which is like a mafia series and internet-connected standalones where we're focusing on a bunch of people in the mafia. This book is following, I cannot think of his name, because I also cannot pronounce it. Mikhail? Is that how you say his name? How do you say his name? I don't know. I think it's Mikhail. That's his name. And Bianca. I didn't know he was a single daddy. Listen, I don't realize a single daddy. But when I do read them, I enjoy them. Because I'm not like a really like romance reader, especially not like a contemporary romance where like I read a bunch of Elsie Silver or like Abby Jimenez, none of those people, but I want to try and get into them just a little bit. But I'm a more of a dark romance type of reader, or like stuff like this kind of, yeah. So I didn't know it was a single daddy, but the single daddy vibes are writing. And this book might just be a 4-star. I think I rated book 1 like a 3.5-ish. It was okay. It's arranged marriage. These books go by very quickly. Like 1 minute we're getting told something, and the next minute they're married, and the next minute they're in love. Like it all happens so very quickly that I don't find myself connecting to the characters as much as I would like to with books like this or these Infinite Threads. So, you know. But my main goal for today is to try and finish Broken Whispers and then get a good more... I want to read all 3 books today, although that's not going to happen because it's already almost 12 o'clock and I have to be at work at 4 o'clock. And I'll probably be at work till like 11 o'clock. And then I have to be back up by 10:30, be up and be back at work by like 10:30. So like I don't truly know how much reading I'm going to get done today, but I want to try and at least finish Broken Whispers today. And then if I can do that, then I can focus my priorities on these 2 and try and get at least 1 or both of these done by Sunday when this vlog ends. I'm either going to this vlog on Sunday or Monday. I think I'm going to do Sunday, and then... because Monday I start a 24-hour readathon. I'm going to do like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday probably. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not like quite sure, but I miss talking to you guys. I've also planned out all of my Bookmas videos last night. So that was fun. So yeah, that's the update I have for you. Like I said, Broken Whispers wants to finish today. I want to try and get through at least another like 25% of this, I guess 75% into this tonight when I get off work, and then I don't know about this. We'll see about that. So we'll just... Hello. I have like 12 minutes to film this outro and then also film my intro for my 24-hour readathon. So hi, hello. Welcome to the end of this video. I did terrible vlogging, but I also did terrible reading this month, this week, so I can't be mad at myself. I do have footage and things for me to put together, but this is a very short continuing series vlog, and I only really finished 1.5 books, and then I'm like 50% into like 2 other ones. So let's talk about the fact that I finished Down Among the Sticks and Bones, which is how I was like 50% of the way through with that, and I finished listening to that literally the first day of this vlog, I believe. So we finished that. Really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4-star, I believe. I don't really remember what I gave it. I would have to look at my Notion, and I really don't feel like pulling out my Notion right now. I gave it a 4-star. Really enjoyed it. I do plan on continuing with the series, strictly for the fact that book 3 is about a character that I'm very, very interested in. So we're gonna do that. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but we're gonna do that. The other book I finished in this vlog was Broken Whispers by Neva Altaj, which is the second book in the Perfectly Imperfect series by her. I actually really, really enjoyed that one. Single Mafia Daddy, yeah, give it to me. I want more. I need more. I think I have an obsession now. So I want more of those, but I digress, okay? I really do. I truly don't know when I'm going to continue on with that series, but the only reason I really read that book was because I finished the Book of Azrael and I needed a little bit of a palate cleanser that wasn't Twisted Games, a reread, or These Infinite Threads, which is another fantasy book. So I was like, let me read Broken Whispers, get myself in the groove of reading, and it did. It made me want to read more. So yeah, I am excited for book 3 because it's about a character that we've seen in books 1 and 2, and we got part of the beginning of it at the end of book 2, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for book 3 now. So it'll probably be soon, but I'm not quite sure because I usually just use these as palette cleansers because they're very short, quick, and easy. So I'm not like pulled in to read them. They're like on my no priority list on my series tracker because I don't have a priority for the series because I really don't. Like the first book was like a 3.5, the second book was a 4. We'll see what book 3 is. And then the 2 books that I got 50% of the way through with were both these Infinite Threads. Wow. And These Infinite Threads and Twisted Games. My goodness. I was trying to speak too fast and my brain wasn't cooperating. But I got 50% into both of them. I am 210 pages, which is exactly like halfway point in this book. I've taken a break from listening to the audiobook because I knew I had to wash clothes and I was going to be listening to this primarily when I washed and folded clothes, starting in my 24-hour readathon. So this is probably going to get finished in the next video you see after the Liberty BR video, which comes out this Friday. So look forward to me finishing this. I'll finish this in a couple hours in my 24-hour readathon. And then same thing with These Infinite Threads by Tahereh Mafi. I am 227 pages into this. I'm sad to say, I said this was a 5-star prediction for me. I'm sad to say that I am not enjoying this, and it's currently sitting at like a 3.5 for me because it just feels like it's dragging. This is taking place over basically a night and like one day, and we're not even fully through that day. And there's this much of the book left, so I don't imagine this going any other way. The beginning of the book pretty much left off where book 1 ended, except we got a couple more extra scenes that we did not see in book 1. At the beginning of this book, which I really, really liked. That was my favorite part. I like seeing that. But the fact that this is taking place all in one day, because they're switching back and forth between Elijah's point of view and Cameron's point of view, it's taking place over one period. Like, from about chapter from about 100 pages in to where I'm at now, all one day, because we're switching back and forth between the POVs, and I'm not enjoying it. So I don't know, this will probably move down my priority list for reading, especially for the fact that I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of this book. Whereas this, on the other hand, I'm really, really enjoying. I love Reese and Bridget's story. It's one of my favorites romance stories I've read. So nothing new for me to say on this besides the fact that I like it. So yeah, that's it for this outro. Because I did need to go film my intro for my new video that I'm gonna start filming today. So yeah, I am going to leave you guys here. We will be getting another continuing series vlog, probably either end of November, beginning of December. Not quite sure yet, because next week I am pre-filming a Bookmas video. I'm only gonna have like 2 or 3 pre-filmed Bookmas videos, and this is the second one I'm pre-filming. So with that being said, have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, and whatever part of the world you are having it in. Down below will be my Instagram, my Goodreads, and my Fable for you to go follow if you want to. But I will see you guys in my next video. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, that's up to you. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Good.